All right, let's get some orange steaks done today. Really, in the final leg of our Balatro journey, and I like to think that we're getting a little better at the game as well. Some people are calling it coping. And to those people, you know, hurtful for one, but you know, we just gotta dust ourselves off and hop into some magic deck. Orange steak magic deck. 2 fools to our name. We also have a few vouchers, or just 1 voucher, that is. We have another consumable slot as indicated by this little 3 here. So let's just jump right into things and look at what we have. So we could try to put together a club flush, because it has some 2 high scoring clubs, which is an indicator that we can get it done in one hand if we can put together a flush. With a 2 and the 5, looking a little dire. How's it going? Guillermo? Or Gearno? I'm such a savant when it comes to pronunciations. And let's go by rank. 3s, 7s. Fantastic. Getting it done in 2. Not bad for Magic deck. Everything is fantastic now. We got a shop 1 green joker with the Eternal tag. Not fantastic with the Eternal tag, but once you commit to green joker, you gotta go for it. And early green joker is fantastic because we can actually scale him into the late game. Again, I've said it a million times, but I used to be the biggest hater of the green man, but the more I play this game, the more I understand the power of just that consistent scaling. So 1 discard, it was a free discard, but now from here on out, we are green joker bound. Erosion is... Green joker on gold stake is kinda OP, especially in that first shop. Yeah, I mean, green joker is really all you need for the first couple rounds. Already up to a +2 molt. Love to see that. Now we have to start being a little bit more flexible when it comes to our scoring. So we have a suit here, so a nice little potential flush. So if we can pick up another spade, this should be enough just to close out the round with a +4 molt. So green joker is doing a fantastic Jimbo impression right now with just the +4, but green joker will go much further than that. And honestly, I think we're good just to keep our $16. We could open up an Arcana pack. We do have the Fools that we could also lean on. A Hermit would be perfect. It would be perfect. But I'm thinking maybe just some lucky aces. I don't mind that. Arcana pack number 2 brings us below the 2 interest cap. So I think I'm just going to go to the next one. Alright, so here we have a delicious 2 pair. Gotta throw away the 3 as well. Gotta make sure the green joker is eating good. So now we have a 2, 3, 4. Not quite. We also have 7, 8, 10. So 2 instances of potential flushes. Let's keep, or straights rather. Let's keep this option open for a straight. So we have 10, 9, 8, 7. So we can do an ace high. So yeah, let's keep this option available to us. So either a jack or a 6 would have done, but we'll just need to settle for a full house, I suppose. So not getting much money in terms of hands being left, but we are getting a lot of value from green joker being available to us. An eternal golden joker could allow us to round out our econ. The eternal tag does stink. I will not gonna concede that fact, but with us being pretty aggressive with spending our hands, an early econ joker that does not require discarding face cards because, you know, anti-synergy, I think we do need to take the golden joker. But before we do that, I think I am going to open up this pack for, honestly, That's fantastic. Let's just accept our money. And now we are above the interest threshold. Now we're pretty much just chilling. Honestly, this fool will probably just be a hermit. I don't want to mess around with it. Let's just make sure we can get it done in one hand. And I do see the boss that is coming up. And we need to make sure that we can put our scoring in order so that we do not lose to the needle. Because losing with this start is not a great look. I think a single flush will get it done. If I do need a discard next round, I will. It's looking like I may need to. So a 3 of a kind should just do it. It's a low scoring 3 of a kind, but we're almost there with the scoring. Alright, so we need chips would be great. Not in the form of Crafty Joker, unfortunately. Let's rock with the pack. $5 or a random Joker. I think I would rather have a random Joker at this current point. Smiley face is not bad. I think we're going to roll. Hallucination could be good out of this pack. The sun is not bad for putting together a flush so that we can defeat the needle with a single flush. Banana is perfect. Okay. We have everything we want and more. Our lineup looks incredibly good at this point. We have 30 bucks to our name. Yeah. Let's rock it. And this is a beautiful little flush. Let's not mess around with the needle. Let's just make sure that we can beat this round. Getting the needle out of the way early feels great. Hallucination is ticking down. So we have 2 pseudo econ jokers. Scary face, probably not going to make my lineup out of Arcana packs. Okay. Let's just open up our packs, hopefully get some value out of this guy. A purple seal doesn't really work well with green joker, but if push comes to shove, I will discard it. Or I could just say never mind to all of this. I'm probably just going to say never mind to all that. A gold seal I will accept. Not going to use Wheel of Fortune quite yet. I'm probably just going to keep my $32 and we're off to the next one. So Green Joker is definitely carrying at this point. A flush will get it done. Pretty close to getting it done, at least. So we can put together a pair. We also have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is some expert level counting. And Gros Michel is still around. Honestly, if we can break this and get Cavendish Green Joker just kind of wins the game single-handedly. Half Joker is kind of enticing. Let's first see what is in this big old standard pack. Another gold seal. Love that. The rest of the cards are pretty trash. Let's open this one as well. Death. We could get this red seal a little special. Red seals are very valuable, of course, with any luck amplifier or pretty much any amplifier. It goes a little crazy. So again, really wanting to stay above that interest threshold, so we're maximizing our money. And now we have a semblance of a straight here, so we're only missing a 7. So I'll just play a high card and fish for that straight. So you have an ace high card. Could do another straight or another throwaway hand for a potential straight, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to hang these, I think. And I would like to double up on this lucky card. So let's actually throw away this hand for a high card. And then this is perfection. Great. Let's actually double up on this 9. Because it does have that gold seal, has this molt amplifier. That's just too much money to turn down. And now we have a beautiful full house with 20 mult just in the hand. Okay, so if I can double up on those 9s and maybe even make them special with like a lucky treatment, that would be fantastic. Fibonacci does not really play into that playstyle, but that might need to be fine. Let's open up a Buffoon pack. I would like to replace this fella eventually. Raised Fist. Raised Fist could play into this. An Eternal Raised Fist is some good mult. The Chips is also not bad. Mystic Summit does not synergize with Green Joker. I think I actually do want the Eternal Raised Fist. So we have 2 flex slots. We have 2 scoring, 1 econ. Once this breaks, I will use Wheel of Fortune. So this is probably my next card to go. My next Joker to go, rather. A Queen or a Glass 5. I would rather just find my better cards sooner. Yeah, I'll just take an Omen. And that'll probably be the end of my story. So we have a 10, 9, 8, 7. So again, we're kind of fishing for a Jack or a... Well, there's my Jack. Just a 6, really. Let's see if we can find that. Okay, didn't need it. Just high cards getting it done because Raised Fist is a pretty good card. And now I would love to go for a high card build because Raised Fist plays very nicely with that. Let's open the Arcana pack. Maybe we can find a spectral card that's worthwhile. Just a Emperor for now, so we can strength some things. We can Lovers. Wouldn't mind strengthening my 8 so we can like commit to 9s. Let's open up a standard pack. Maybe we can find another high value card. Some 3 stinkers, not great. Reserved parking. Reserved parking Raised Fist is so good. So I think I will opt to do that. Just more money. Sock and Buskin, not really interested in that. I think Green Joker is probably just going to deliver this win to us very thoroughly. So high card build, Jack is going to give us plus 20 mult, which is insane. We're also going to get some money out the door because of all these face cards. Pair situation sounds good. I honestly don't really want Lovers in my lineup. Then another high card. Huge money gain from reserve parking. This is our most flexible Joker right now in terms of getting rid of it. Paradolia is probably not going to make an appearance in my lineup, especially with the Eternal tag, but that will need to be a-okay. Now let's make sure if we can get some Plutos, that'd be great. Jupiter's fine. Pluto or Mercury would be great. Venus will have to do. Roll once for a Stuntman. Stuntman instead of reserve parking is a conversation to have. Stuntman will just carry me to victory, I'm pretty sure. Especially if Gros Michel can break, but all these Eternals is starting to catch up with us. I think I'm actually just going to prioritize money. Yeah, let's just prioritize money. Now, we could double up on this Red Seal 4. Not really sure how I feel about that. I think I'm probably going to save this death for that Gold Seal 9 that I have 2 of. And now we have another high card situation. Hopefully some money. 0 money from reserve parking. Kind of disrespectful. We could strengthen these up just to get another Jack. Maybe for some more money. Now Cavendish, or future Cavendish, if you could... Alright, whatever. An eternal egg. Definitely funny. And some kings isn't bad for this, but this is not a permanent fixture in our lineup, so we're probably just going to skip. Roll for a hanged man. Gift card is probably not making the lineup. Previously played cards cannot be played. So let's smoke these while we can. And now we can do a whole lot of throwaway hands. Four hands of that won't really do, but maybe Green Joker will allow this to cross the finish line. I think it will, especially if we can death on these nines. Okay, so now we have 3 of these money nines in our hand, or in our deck rather. I think one more hand will do. We only need a little over 4,000 with the Green Joker doing a bit of work. And we do have a pair here, so I think we're good. Not by a lot, but I believe we are good. Yeah, we need to start prioritizing scoring again, so reserve parking might take a backseat. Yeah, Arcana Pack to start things off. So yeah, I think I might just throw this to the wolves and see what a judgment can do for us. A banner is actually not terrible with our strategy of trying to keep our discards. So that might be just enough scoring to keep the ball rolling. And I cannot open a Pluto to save my life, fortunately. Another judgment. Baron is bait. And a Mercury is fantastic. Perfect. An extra large blind is coming up. Alright, let's see how much I should be panicking about that. Let's throw an 8 out there. Or a 10, rather. Okay, so we're putting up 9,000 now, which isn't the most inspiring thing. Okay, so we're getting it done in 3 hands, which is a far cry from getting it done for the upcoming wall. Alright, so how do we defeat this situation? Abstract Joker doesn't really do a whole lot for us. Celestial Pack will produce a high card. What can a Buffoon Pack do for me? Not a whole lot. Roll for a Temperance. And maybe an Emperor with a Fool. Okay. Temperance again. This is actually a Temperance. Lovers is irrelevant. Fortune Teller as an Eternal. It's an interesting conversation to have. Plus 20 Molt. No, I think we got to do better. Acrobat could actually be what we need. So I will take Acrobat. This is actually going to allow us to defeat the wall pretty easily. So now we don't really need to prioritize. No, we do need to prioritize having a high end. I was thinking we were just doing it for reserve parking, but we still have Raised Fist that likes having higher scoring cards up top. And I will be having my highest scoring card be a 7, unfortunately, but that is worth it to get this beautiful money. And now 7 high. And now we really get to see what... Unfortunately, I do need to throw away this money. I think there's a chance I don't need to. With ×3... With ×3, I think I can swing just the 6. And with the red seal, we do get double triggers from Raised Fist. So, yeah, just run it. Believe in the Acrobat. Don't believe in the Acrobat. Oh well. First run of the day. Could be a stinker. Let's just hop right back into it. The double tag is irrelevant. Let's go by suit, and it looks like we do have a high-ish scoring flush. It might just narrowly get there. 308, not bad. Getting it done in one is always good. Banana, always great. And then we can go by suits again. This is technically higher scoring. And that's all we need because we do have the banana. No reason to mess around with the discards. And now we have ramen. How do we feel about ramen? I kind of like it. Let's do it. I think this is just alone, especially with the chip situation. Let's go by rank. Just a pair will be more than enough to get it done. Cool. Now, if we can put some more malt over here in case the banana does break, that'd be great. Reserve parking is a fantastic pickup. Will allow for more money. A high card, I believe, just wins on its own. Yeah, very easily. So right now we really want Gros Michel to stick around. Mystic Summit, very bad synergy with the ramen. Just a Pluto, I believe, for now. And now we just do a 2-pair, and that should be more than enough. Gros Michel is being the homie that we all deserve. So I don't believe I want a Hanging Chad. I could use an Arcana pack for a Hermit would be great. Okay, Temperance will need to do. Honestly, I will use another Temperance just to get over the max interest. And we are off to get said max interest. So 2-pair yet again will be more than enough. We are crushing this scoring threshold very easily. $13 to my name and a riffraff. An eternal riffraff. Yeah, I think I just need to take that. That's econ, it's scoring because it has the holographic treatment. Yeah, that's actually a fantastic pickup. Always believe in the eternal riffraff. I will cash in a Temperance, at least have it up here. And let's get some kings going. Why not? We don't believe in the plant. And do I want a big old standard pack? Let's check it out. Big old standard pack will give me 2 queens. Sure. More face cards. And I will take a grabber. And we are off to the next one. So a riffraff will produce a straight, which isn't really what we're looking for. So I'm honestly just going to sell this just to get over the interest cap. And we're going to keep reserve parking, of course, because we have all these face cards. Now, if we can just fill our deck with face cards, that would be just peachy. Arcana pack will be good enough for me. A death card. A death card does allow for more face cards, which is more money. Or we could just cash in our $13 here and get the guaranteed money. This puts me just at the interest threshold. Gold Seal King, welcome to the lineup. And now we have a mail-in rebate. Crazy synergy right here. Now with a full lineup, I will cash this in. So a full house will do. And we are getting money from our hand. We're getting money from reserve parking. Not really mail-in rebate. So things are kind of looking up. Pluto's great. I will end up selling this. And honestly, reserve parking at this point, not super stellar. It's kind of preventing riffraff from getting a lot of value. So I think I will end up selling that. Only the banana is left to Wheel of Fortune, so probably not that. Let's see what Judgment can provide. Loyalty card is just money. Let's roll one more time for a Cloud 9. It's money, but so is not spending money. A straight is not looking to be in the cards. So let's just play a high card. Plenty. So Ice Cream is a pretty good pickup. Might rock with it for a second, honestly. Constellation is a way that we can actually scale. So that will ultimately make my lineup. Was really hoping to get some planets to feed Constellation, but maybe we can get some planets in here. We cannot. Deja Vu. So we got all the seals and an ectoplasm. Not really wanting to ecto. I mean, I could ecto my Constellation. Sell these two, ecto Constellation. I think that's actually a responsible thing to do. So now our lineup is looking a little better. And we can maybe just trance this. Roll once. Business card is fine. It's a way we can actually make money to fuel the Constellation. Yeah. Makes sense to me. We have an extra large blind coming up, so we do need to find ways to feed Constellation. And we will do that by playing a 4 of a kind queen. This jack would look really good as a steal card. And this should win very easily. We're getting all the chips we can ever want. Getting Molt from Riffraff and at the minimum. Supernova, not going to make an appearance in my lineup. Would really like to find a blue seal. Perfect. Blue seals are the way to go, of course, with Constellation. Kings is fine, and I could maybe sacrifice a bit of ramen for that. Not really wanting to get wasteful, though. Neptune will allow us to get at least a little value out of Constellation. Can I sacrifice a 0.01 times Molt for this card? I think I can. And it was well worth it. Because now we have a queen. Probably should have sold this when I had the chance. But I'm going to keep it around for now, and I will sell it on the way out. So there's no more pairs that I'm going to be putting together, so it's just going to be a high card from here on out. Cool. So you have a Pluto to feed the Constellation. And what are we dealing with here? We have a wall. Astronomer could be a decent pickup with Constellation. Tell me if you've heard this before. $8 does make it a little on the pricey side. Probably going to throw away business card here soon. Especially with us trying to get a little bit more scoring for the wall. Let's buy this. And get an Arcana pack in our system. $21 is perfect. Let's also open up a standard pack for maybe a stone card? Nah, I don't want to dilute my deck. Reserve parking is not really on the table. We could take a blue joker just to make sure we win. Let's take a blue joker, make sure we win. So we have all the chips we can possibly want. And that's about it. Was hoping for more planets to buy, but here we are. So high cards are pretty good at this point. I probably shouldn't be throwing away this many cards with blue man in my lineup. So let's try to throw away less cards. And now we can close it out with just a king. Cool. Ice cream is looking pretty embarrassing at this point. We could go telescope to make sure that our high cards are sufficiently juiced up. And we can also buy and use this. Constellation going crazy as it does. Roll once for another planet. Constellation already up to 1.5. And we will accept some money. Yeah. Don't think I'm going to roll again. I want to get another random joker from Riffraff, so let's just do that real quick. Greedy joker for some diamonds. Again, I think it's worth it just to take a small hit here for a pretty good one. Pretty good one. So now we are just high card gaming through and through. Yeah, we're just... Welcome to the high card gaming channel. Yeah. So Greedy Joker probably should have been sold at the end of that round. Does not look like it would have put us over the interest threshold, so that's good. I mean, it's a temporary blueprint, which doesn't feel great when it comes to money. Let's use this. And I have no Econ Joker to really capitalize on it. So it's purely just here for scoring. And scoring really isn't a bottleneck I'm experiencing right now. Feels bad. Because we gotta make sure we have enough money for rerolls, and you know how it goes. Money for rerolls. And we'll buy this just so we can crack open this Arcana pack and maybe get something more worthwhile. I like the Hanged Man. Let's make these special. But I also like Emperor for potentially more money. Punished. Don't really want these, but I probably should have kept them so that my shops didn't have them in them. Obelisk. An obelisk. We could go obelisk. I'm kind of into that. Get rid of ramen potentially. Let's rock with the obelisk. And maybe play some more high cards for the time being, just so we can really get the obelisk nice and high. That's perfect. So maybe we're just pair gaming from here on out. Okay. We are going to get rid of ramen eventually, but we're going to keep it around for now. So let's make sure that we can satisfy good old obelisk. And then a 2 pair is actually fantastic. So try to stay away from pairs when we can, because we're really going to try to round out with just pairs. Cool. So the obelisk is quickly outscaling Ramen. And now we have our chip satisfied here for now. Because we only have 2 more turns with it, but and we don't really want to upgrade Pluto anymore. We would rather upgrade pairs. And then we can get an Arcana pack cracked open. And we do have quite a bit of kings still, so let's keep the king train rolling. Gold card is great. The trio will probably not be making my lineup. Must play 5 cards. Unfortunately, need to disrespect Ramen a little bit. We will end up playing a pair. Not bad. And we will play yet another pair. Keep the pair train rolling. And now a 2 of a kind is perfect. Cool. So 2 of a kind, or 2 pair is at 5 now. Okay. I think with us being at ante 6, we'll be able to satisfy the scoring requirements pretty easily. So another pair sounds great to me. And Droll Joker probably not going to make the lineup, unfortunately. We do need to figure out a replacement to Blue Joker here soon. And is that Odd Todd? An Eternal Odd Todd. Probably not. It's probably not going to fit the bill. A temporary fortune teller? It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. This is our last chance with... Let's sell this. This is our last chance with Astronomer, so we really would like to find something to go with it, but unfortunately that will not be the case, and because of that, it's actually worth it to sell it going into the next round so we can be above the interest threshold and we can get a smiley face. So 2 pair gaming. We can also make this gold. Yep. Got to make sure that we have our pairs nice and ready to go with obelisk. And now we have the devil again. We have to-do list, which is temporary, which doesn't really make me super excited, but I will take a fool so that we can make the fortune teller happy at least. Let's sell this, and this is insane. This is exactly what we wanted, so that our constellation can pop off a little bit. Let's end with Mercury. And now we have a jumbo Arcana pack. For money or to destroy some stuff? I think the angle is to destroy stuff. Yeah. Let's just destroy stuff. And we're off to the next one. So we have another planet card coming up. So I would like to, I guess, put a pair together. We're inching our way towards pairs being our most prominent hand. So now we have some stinkers. So we have a lot of kings, a lot of queens. And we could put together a triple, which we don't really have much of at this point. 3 of a kind, we played that once. Love that. Also gets us 2 planets to boot. So the obelisk is alive and well. We will then go for some planet packs. More planets along the way. We'll put together a Mars. I think we're kind of going towards Mars right now. If we could put some more kings together, that'd be great. 8s or 3s. Not really interested in either of those. Devil's fine. It's neutral money. And we're good. Okay, so we do have 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace, which we have played no straights so far. So this would look really good as a gold card. And also makes Fortune Teller happy. And this might very well just win almost on its own. So we have a 2-pair, which we've played quite a bit of times, unfortunately, but we do need to play enough of them. Okay, so $35 to my name. We're quickly approaching not being able to play pairs and 2 of a kinds, or 2 pairs. These are also bad. Spin it. Roll for a driver's license. It's almost enough to get it done, but not quite. We'll keep $13. The plant is honestly fine. We could get $29 to our name, which is kind of enticing. Because we've been playing with the ramen so much, that's why it makes so much money. I think that actually makes sense. And let's actually play this round. We have a pair situation. And how many flushes have we played, actually? Only 2 flushes? I know the ramen does hate my guts for doing that, but we also have a full house, which we've played almost none of, just once. And we do have 3 levels of full house for some reason. And we're also getting it done with 4 hands remaining, so ramen does need to skedaddle here soon. Celestial Pack will present us with more Mars. I think that's really where this run is going. I've played only 1 4 of a kind. So 4 of a kind and 3 of a kind is where we're heading. The Fool is a great pickup. Another Mars sounds great. And 1 more roll, and I think that's all she wrote. Yeah. The plant will allow us to put a 2-pair together. Again, we want to make sure we're not doing it too much because we've played it 8 times, so we can only do it 2 more times. We can only do it 1 more time. Okay, so now we have Ace, King, Queen, Jack. Discard a few. Okay, we really need to find... How many aces we have left? Just 1 ace. Let's just do a full discard, try to find a pair. 3 of a kind is even better. Yeah. 3 of a kind's even better. Perfect. So now Fortune Teller is no more, unfortunately. Gros Michel is not a bad pickup. Let's do a Buffoon pack. For Vagabond, just for money, honestly. So it's effectively a free pack. Throwback. 1 joker is disabled every round. I think we can do better than throwback. So let's go paintbrush as well as Gros Michel. And I'm also going to get rid of this so I can get a random joker from here. Yeah. And the random joker will be a misprint. Not bad. So we can play a 2-pair one more time. Okay, let's just say we can no longer play 2 pairs. Cool. And now we can play pairs a few times. So let's do just that. So now we're approaching the scary part of the run, where the obelisk is teetering on the edge. But at the same time, we'll be able to close out ante 8 fairly easily because of it. So more packs. Honestly, Mars. That's where we're heading. We're heading to do some Mars gameplay. So let's just cash in this fool for a Mars. And 1 more Pluto to boot. Do I keep the Molt Squad? I think I do. So we have a pair available to us. We also have a potential flush available to us. We have a 2-pair, which of course, as we know, is irrelevant. So we have a pair, which almost gets it done on its own. We have a high card, which, as we know, is also irrelevant. So Ramen's being disrespected. 3, 4, 5, 6, not quite. So unfortunately, we do need to throw out another pair, which we are approaching not being able to do anymore. Terrifying stuff. So we have... Yeah, I think we're just going to roll with these guys. And this is the build. Okay, so we need to make sure to not... That's good. Very happy that's debuffed. So let's try to put together a flush situation. We also could put together, hold on, 8, 9, 7, 6, 5. So this is a straight with a glass at the end. Pretty good. Shattering at the end. This is debuffed. So we could take this opportunity actually to play a high card. No real reason to, other than it's funny. Yeah, so I think we're going to... Actually, the real reason is to put high card at a higher threshold. Okay. So we are actually going to do that. Heck yeah. So now it's back and it's fully buffed. Feels good. So now we can mess with everything a little bit more. That's actually kind of a cute interaction. So we will put together a pair. And maybe get 2 planets to our name. Nice. Let's see how it goes. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Just saw me crush it with the obelisk. A joker that I used to kind of be a big hater on, but now it has a beautiful orange seal on it. Obelisk is kind of going crazy at this point. So now I have 2 more opportunities to scale with... No, let's not commit to 2 pairs too much. I can play pairs and 2 pairs more freely now, but we do want to make sure we're not just doing those. Sly and Jolly Joker, the dynamic duo. Here to let you know that your videos get me through the day. Keep up the good work, dude. That's awesome. That's probably one of the best compliments I can get. That feels good. Well, I appreciate you stopping by. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. Let's go with a pair. I know I just said I don't want to do pairs too much, but yeah, let's do a pair. And that almost got it done in one go. Ooh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's counting with fruit. And we also get some blue seals for our trouble. Nice. It feels good. So Constellation going to get it done. I feel like a noob watching this live. I'll take that as a compliment. I'll take it as a compliment. I've definitely been there, watching a lot of Balatro content creators. I'm now nearing 200 hours on desktop, so I'd hope that I'm at least a little decent at this game at this point. Jacks, 3s and 6s. So we have 4 jacks, not a lot of 3s. I don't want to commit to any of this nonsense, and we're good. I should be prioritizing money a little bit more, but here we are. A 2-pair situation. Yeah, throw out a 2-pair. Now we need to be a little bit careful. So we might pivot. The late pivot into flush build. So if we play a 2-pair, it doesn't go away because it's not my most played hand, right? Or do we all agree on that for science? And you know what? This could be a nice little conclusion for a video. Okay, cool. So for those at home, you can play right up until it is tied with your most played hand. And also, did Gros Michel just peace out? I appreciate you so much, Gros Michel. Cavendish, hit me with it. Okay. Blueprint will allow us to continue the run. Stuntman is actively throwing. Gold card is neutral. And Saturn, or do I go for more kings? I think the answer is I go for more kings, but before I get too big for my britches, let's go for a death. Nice. Blank will be good eventually. 1 in 7 cards. Honestly, I think just a 3 of a kind is plenty. Nice. We are now putting up 2 million because of Blueprint Obelisk. Cool. Wee Joker, probably a little late to the party. Clearance sale is great. The Mega Standard Pack will give me more face cards. So we have a ton of jacks, ton of kings, and a ton of queens. Let's add to the pile. Blue seals to make my constellation happy. Off to the next one. Yeah, we don't really need a mega pack. So we can put together a flush. Can we put together a pair? We can put together one singular pair, so let's... Never mind. 3 of a kind it is. And we'll also throw away this one. So this riffraff is really only just contributing molt at this point. So, awkward story. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we do lose the obelisk. That's not great. So obelisk is no more, unfortunately, because I can only put together a high card. Change of plans. We are now no longer obelisk building. Oh, and we just lose? Awkward stuff. You know what? I'm cool with the run ending there. That's fine by me. It needed to end eventually, you know. But that is a bit awkward. Unless this can give me Insano Molt. Hold. Everybody hold. Do I need to play another high card? Yeah, I do. Oh no, I gotta play another high card. Yep, high card it is. Perfect. Win by the obelisk, lose by the obelisk. That's how it goes. One of the best jokers to beat the game. Not the best joker for longevity. Anyway. Ghost deck, all done with everything but gold stake. Shouldn't be too hard. Ghost deck is actually, or not ghost deck, magic deck is pretty easy to win with. If you get these jokers specifically. Nice. Alright. Time for more water breaks. Text. Where's the text? Sure, touching grass. That works. Right. The grass has been thoroughly touched. Hop back into it. Not gold stake yet. Abandoned deck, orange stake. Let's do it. Let's just knock it out. One shot. Just one shot it real quick. Uncommon Joker. I like never take those skips. I'm not sure if that's like incorrect to do, but I just never do. So a 2-pair setting up for a straight. I honestly think that could be good. How's it going? It's Renz. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. 10, 9, 8, 7. Alright, that's pretty good. So let's discard 1, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Typically on Abandoned deck, I do like to kind of go for a straight build. Am I still touching grass? Fantastic, get that off my screen. We have successfully touched the grass. An Eternal Burglar. It wasn't bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. But I typically like to prioritize a bit of scoring at the beginning. So let's open up a Buffoon pack and try to get some scoring. This is not great. Delayed gratification could be money. Splash. I'm typically a splash enjoyer, but not right now. Hold on. We might be able to get some delayed gratification value. 2, 3, 5. Okay, maybe just a 2 pair. Might be able to round it out. Okay, just need a high card at this point. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. A little better than a high card. 724 points with no additional scoring. We might be built differently. Madness. An early madness is fantastic. I'm going to take it. So now we are looking for Eternal Jokers. No reason just to eat this for no reason. We'll just consume that. And now we need to 6, 7, 8. So we're missing a 9. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. One straight. Unfortunately, Madness does not start scaling until a little later. We have a flush as well, potentially. Pretty high scoring flush when it comes to the Abandoned deck. And now we only need a few more points to round it out. I think just a 2 pair will be enough. It's debuffed, but I think 60 points. Yeah, not bad. Okay, so Madness really needs to start carrying us. Don't mind the Hermit. Could buy Chaos the Clown just to roll once. Okay, Buffoon pack. Please have a Eternal in it. Does not have a Eternal in it. Let's just go for the old Gluttonous. Do I roll again or do I just keep my money? I think I keep my money. Who's going? Kind of unfortunate. Was really hoping that guy would stick around. Let's go with a pair just to start. Now if we can pick up a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that would be great. So 420 points is not a whole lot. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 again for another straight. We'll take it every day of the week. And now we have a pair here. We have all of our aces left, oddly enough. Let's do some discards for some aces. So just a 2 pair with aces and 10s should be enough. Okay. We need a lot. Riffraff. Okay. Just don't eat this guy. All you can do is just not eat that guy. Spectral pack will soup up this ace. Okay, that's worked for me. And this Arcana pack will good order. Definitely probably should have ordered that a little differently. Do I go for hearts? With that special ace, you know what? It's kind of calling to me. We're heart gaming. And now this order goes first, so just fantastic. Okay. We are thoroughly gaming now. Hand size is looking good. And now we can... Just a 2 pair should be quite a bit of points. And now a 3 of a kind, a full house is even better. So this would have won instead. Okay. Oh well. I wish this was... I mean, Madness, I think there's like a little bit of text that's not on Madness that says Eternal tags can't show up, which is a little weird. It's a design mistake, I think, but Local Thunk made the game for a reason, I guess. So let's Hierophant, actually. Just let's really commit to souping up those hearts. Yeah, so that's probably going to be worthless. Green Joker, also probably going to be worthless with me committing to Madness. Sure. A pair sounds great. And then another pair would be not bad. Full house, great. I'm going to... Probably should have sold this first, but at the same time it wouldn't have put me over the interest threshold, so not much of a misplay. Okay, driver's license is not really an Eternal I really want at this point. With 0 of 16 complete. Off to the next one. Unfortunately. Red card and Scholar. Okay. So we will go for some Scholar value. Wouldn't mind... Hold up. We're committed to hearts. Let's get this full house up and going. So this should win very easily. Yeah. So Riff Raff only has so much time left in this world. So we want to sell here. Open this one. Great. Eternal Jokers. Okay. What's your best hand? Mine is E29. I mean, E29 is really high. I think my best is like mid E20s. I think E27 with a little Baron build action is probably the best I've done. Blue Joker is embarrassing on Abandoned deck, so I think it is an Eternal tag, but it's a bad one. So I think I am ultimately going to skip it. Yeah. Let's sell here. I would rather have Golden Joker, and we're going to create 2 more Riff Raffs. Whatever. Whatever, man. You do what you need to do, Madness. And we will put together a full house to round it out. Or just a 4 of a kind. Yeah, another 4 of a kind. Freaking Madness. Dunking on me every opportunity it gets. And I will actually... Oddly enough, let's upgrade high cards and Mercury. I've never gotten the elusive Naninth. Maybe one day. These are all bad. I hate to say it, they're all bad. Fortune Teller is some mult, so I guess we're gonna keep that. And what's coming up? Base chips and mult are halved. So Madness is not even gonna do anything. Because if we're going to a boss blind, so it's definitely not gonna do anything. Sure. Hold on. Vampire. Of course. It was Vampire the whole time. Or do I go for Ice Cream? I think I might go for Ice Cream. It's the last turn with Riff Raff, though. So I might just keep... I'll keep it. I'll bank on Riff Raff giving me something. And give me something it did. Okay. I'm feeling a lot better about our chances now. So we can do another discard here. And let's soup up this flush. So now we have a lot of Molt going into Madness. Great. Okay. Riff Raff, you've done more than enough. I will appreciate you until the end of time. Faceless Joker, you're looking a bit bad. Roll once for a banana? Sure. Why not? After all, why shouldn't I have a banana? Okay, well, Eternal Tags do not exist, as we know. So... do your worst, Madness. Cool. That was not your worst. That is A-okay by me. So let's just do a pair situation. Great. Fantastic. Grow Michelle, stay with me. And we'll do great things. Half Joker with Madness with the Eternal Tag is good. So now we actually have a base amount of Molt that will stay with us while Madness is going up. And I will get rid of Faceless. Let's see if we can find another good Eternal. No. Select, sell, and select. Great. That was a ton of fun. Another Mega Buffoon. No, we just need this to get value. So let's discard here. Discard twice. And now we put together a 3 of a kind. Cool. So at this point, we're just really lacking chips. A blank voucher is fine, but not great. We do kind of need to buy a Joker, but these are like really expensive Jokers. How about an Arcana pack for more money? No, we don't need... Actually, it's not even going to eat anything because it's the boss blind. I keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting that small little detail. So let's throw away these aces, and this should be plenty of Molt. Nice. Grow Michelle does want to stick around. This does help with my 3 of a kind gaming. It also helps with my chips. Because my chips are lacking right now. Sure. This is the goofball build. Wily Joker, Half Joker, the dynamic duo. And we can double our money twice, which doesn't really do much for me. Banana was not long for this world, let's be honest. Put together an easy 3 of a kind. And then fish around for our next 3 of a kind, which we do not find, but this will be plenty. Okay, we need to start simplifying our deck so we can put together consistent 3 of a kinds or 4 of a kinds. The rocket ship is Econ technically an anti-5 rocket ship. I don't know if I can condone that. Immolate does make it so we can simplify our life. So now we have 7s and so 6s and up is really the consistent ones now with a smaller deck. Yeah, I can't condone the rocket ship. Strength can also help us simplify things. And Marble Joker probably not going to make an appearance. Yeah, this is what we're doing. Could have sold that for money instead of it just going away for no reason. So we need... I wouldn't mind if 8s went away. Let's make it so 8s go away. So no more 8s. Just simplifying things. And now we have a 7s. I mean, honestly, this ace is now worth less to me now, but it's still a very fancy ace, so I'm going to keep it around. Cool. So 7s and 9s might be the direction we're going. A infinite to-do list is not really what we're doing. How's it going, Nova? Nothing much is going on here. Mostly just trying to make madness work for me. And I think we're doing a pretty good job. Ooh, Fool for more 8s to turn into 9s and maybe some 6s to turn into 7. Roll once for banner. Probably not going to be a banner man. And then Venus will need to be good. 0 discards. Okay. What's the mod below the Jokers? It is Joker Display. Very handy mod. And I also have Handy mod, which is a handy mod, as the name suggests. So let's go for getting rid of these guys. Yeah. And I guess I could instead target 9s to become 10s and 5 to become 6s. That makes sense in some parts of the country. Okay, cool. And now we have the 7s on lock. Good stuff. Cool. So we're scaling, we're moving, we're grooving. Would love to find some more eternal tagged Jokers. How about this is just gonna be money. Certificate I think is just worth $3 to me personally. A misprint. Sure. Welcome to the squad, man. Technically it is scaling. Not great scaling, but scaling nonetheless. I probably should have took that strength, huh? So we need 9s, 10s, and 7s and 6s. Alright, there's a 7. Love having this 35 card deck. It makes it a lot simpler to put things together. Now, if I can find just one more Eternal tag, that would be great. Let's see if we can find any money in here. Sure. A Judgment will produce a flush situation. And we are off to the next one. So we can put together... Honestly, just these aces is pretty good. This special ace, like, kind of does the same thing as good old Wily over here. So 7s and 6s. So we got the 7s and the 6s. Only 4 molt out of misprint. That's on us for picking misprint in the first place. Okay, decided to give us 20 that time around. And not what we're looking for, not what we're looking for, and not what we're looking for. Great. Roll once for the runner. The runner is probably a little too late to the party. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, that's kind of good. It's not. It's not. I'm coping the hardest I've ever coped in my life. Let's get 2s and is there any 8s in there? No. Was really hoping to get rid of more stuff with. We can commit to 9s, 7s, and 6s, honestly. Or we can get money. Let's get money. So we can open up this other pack. Spin it. Okay. Chips is honestly kind of what we're missing at this current point, so I do not mind that. And we're chilling. So let's play out a good source of chips. And we're pretty much already there. So a pair should do quite a bit for us. Great. And then a pair should do quite a bit for us. Nice. And a 3 of a kind can... I completely forgot I have discards because I thought I was still in the previous boss blind, I'll be honest with you. Ante 7 with one more Joker slot available to us. Sure, Temperance sounds great. Riding the bus, if it was Eternal, I would snap pick that, but at this current point we can't do that. Jupiter is great if we did not have the Wily Joker and the Half Joker. Yeah, we'll take that every day of the week. So now we can open up nothing. We're going to keep our money. So now we can Hanged Man for 8s and 2s. Or 2s and 4s, rather. So maybe we can still put together some straights. But we will end up discarding these guys. And then discarding these guys. So we can put together a 9 3 of a kind, which will give us almost enough. Perfect. So 2 hands is getting it done to put together 120,000. So outside of you-know-who, the Violet Vessel, we should be good to go. I'm going to keep $9 to my name because I'm feeling pretty good about our chances. So these are the stinkers. We're really just wanting these guys. 7s, 9s, and 10s. More 9s. And with how my previous hand scored, that should have been at least a little closer. Okay, so 1 hand remaining. So it looks like we're capping out right now around 250,000. Erosion, if you were Eternal, I would, again, pick you so quick. Going into the boss blind, though, we do get to keep the next Joker that we have. We're going to sell that one ultimately. Erosion might pick you up just so we can beat the boss blind a little quicker. So 6s are good. So now we have played the 3 of a kind 6s that was available to us, so we are going to discard them. And now this is obviously a 777, so that will round us out. Nice. So now we can sell Erosion for $3. Chaos the Clown really wants to be in my lineup. Probably just going to say no to him. Could roll once. Could also just pick Venus. Probably going to pick Venus. And no reason to keep Erosion around. So maybe you can roll twice. Okay. Death is pretty good for getting rid of another one. All cards are debuffed until one Joker is sold. That is a comedy. Nice. We have won the video game. So we can turn a 7 in, or maybe... Let's just play this out. This will get us there almost. No, not even close. Let's not use the death until it is absolutely necessary. And it looks like it's almost necessary, but not quite. But just to round out the round a little easier, let's get another 9 in our system. Cool. $1 to my name. And on to the next one. So we're at ×8 on the main man. So we have 6s. And then we have a singular ace. Right. So we just need 2 more 3 of a kinds to get it done. Is this 10,000? Is this 100,000? Wait a minute. Wait a second. I think this is 100,000. Come on, man. Painful. So painful. Come on. Run it back. I mean, if in doubt, you just gotta run it back. That was malarkey. 98765. Just right back into the fire. Right back in. Full house. This would have won on its own. I'm tilted. I'm on edge. Holy smokes, that was so close. Wrathful. We're gonna go for a flush build to start things off. My goodness. Get these suits in order. Abandoned deck not getting a flush together with the small deck. It's a comedy of sorts. As Han Solo says, don't get cocky. I was so cocky. I had a ×8. A ×8. Madness. Ugh, means nothing. It simply means nothing. Fibonacci is pretty good. Much better, much more long-term viable. So we need 2, 3, 5, and 8, and aces would be good. So let's discard the ones that don't score and the ones that are debuffed. So we have 5, 2, don't need 4, don't need 7s, don't need these guys. Okay, cool. So we can put together a 3 of a kind, which with Fib should be plenty. Alright, Fib, you're gonna carry us. You are our main man, Fib. Jolly Joker will allow for Fib to go a little crazier And we are still at the interest threshold that we need to be at. Cool. Let's not mess around. Let's just run it out there. This is plenty. And now we have Earth, we have Seen Double, we have Wasteful, we have Next Round. Let's not mess around. Let's just... We got places to be, things to see. Heck yeah. 8 ball. 8 ball, you say? 8 ball is historically a pretty trash card for me. But I am a glutton for punishment. So let's run it. So we need pretty much the exact same hand I've been playing every round. Except this time it's going to be a little better because it has 2 8s and... Okay. Pop off. You had 2 chances. Okay. Well, we'll get him next time. We'll get him next time, 8 ball. Don't you worry. You'll do something eventually. I am positive. Keep the money. Okay. Now's your time to shine. Aces, if you want to show up, that'd be great. In your own time, I guess. Do it. Okay, 5 chances. Don't worry about it. Hey, happens to the best of us. Just a high card is fine. And then 3 aces. Should be good. Okay. 8 ball, you gotta do something eventually. Lord help you. You know what? Tell you what, 8 ball, I'm even gonna give you a little bit more juice. Check this out. Ooh, hold up. Fibonacci. You're gonna need to take a back seat. Fibonacci's cooking. Cool. And now we look for... So this is a full house that will win, but it could be even better. Okay, let's just win. Let's just simply win. 1 in 4 chance. 1 in 4 chance, by the way. The juggler. The juggler and the paintbrush. Yep. Ooh, the runner as well. Is it here? I typically am a running enjoyer. I don't need the paintbrush. I have the juggler. Correct. So we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Heck yeah. 8 ball, I swear to everything that is good in this universe. 4, 5, 6. Almost. Okay. Do it. Hit me with it. 1 tarot card, it's all I ask for. Okay. It's all good, man. Hey. No reason to blow a gasket just yet. I'm simply asking for a 5. Or maybe even some tarot cards. That's all I'm asking for. Just some tarot. Holy smokes, it actually did something. 8 ball, you dog. I can't believe it. Discarded 9s give me money. Okay. It's probably a little better than an 8 ball. On the next one. So that's a 9. Get discarded. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Blatantly disrespecting the 8s. So now we have a lot of 8s. Okay, fine. Full house. Full house me. Cool. 2 hands remaining. The runner is getting the value it deserves. Business card is one heck of a card. I mean, just one of the best to ever do it. And we will... I mean, with how the 8-ball was acting, I shouldn't be surprised. A chariot for a 2, obviously. Obviously, we're going for the 2. And let's try to get some more runner value. We need 3s to be discarded. So this is what we're looking for. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Great. And now we have 10, 9, 8, missing a 7. So maybe we just play a 2 pair with the Fibonacci. It's pretty good. Yeah, just 2 pair me. So now we need to find a 7 still. Sure. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the runner is continuing to run. And now we have a pair situation which could do. We could also fish around for potentially another straight. So we have 10, 9, 8, 7. So we're missing a 6. Do we have any 6s left? We do have a 6 left. Do we have any aces left? We don't. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we don't need the 5. We don't need this. So let's just try to find that 6. Naturally, we don't. But we have 10, 9, 8, 7, which is still missing a 6. Great. 2 pair. 2 pair it is. Also gets Fibonacci'd. Cool. Not a whole lot of money that time around. Smiley face, one heck of a card. Let's get a Mega for an 8 and a 9, sure. And then a 3. Roll once for... That seems pretty good. Yeah. Base is halved. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Hopefully the addition of Abstract Joker does quite a bit for us. Okay, did quite a bit. 2, 3, 4, 5 with an ace at the top. Yet again, doing a lot with the runner. So 10, 9, 8, 7, almost 6. Cool. Let's just find that 6. We have a lot of discards to find it. Runner be running. 21,000 points to my name. Jolly Joker is seeming to be irrelevant. And the shop seems to be irrelevant. Nice. So 10... Nope. We're missing a 2? Sure. We can find a 2. Surely we can find a 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, ace. A lot of Fibonacci. So low scoring straights seem to be insane. 2, 3, 4, 5, ace. Maybe that's the move. Get rid of everything that is not the low scoring straights. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I mean, you still gotta leave those options on the table so we can get runner up and going. So runner is at 165 chips. And we do have an irrelevant Jolly Joker. Satellite. A temporary satellite is probably not where we want to be. Hanging Chad with Fibonacci is, I believe, throwing. Yeah, I think that's a throwing situation. So let's find a 2. 2, 3, 4, 5 ace. Wanting to make sure that we're not throwing away too many of these cards because they are just treating us so well. We need a 5. Sure. 2, 3, 4, 5 ace. Another one. Fibonacci still growing. So now we have a 2, 3, 5. So we're missing a 4. How many 4s we have? We have 1 4 remaining. Odds are we find it. Let's just take a 2 pair to round it out. Get a little bit of money on the way out. So what do we need, really? Well, Jolly Joker needs to skedaddle for one. Superposition. I have talked so much trash about you back in the day, but welcome to the lineup. Can I get a Saturn, actually? That'd be just fantastic if I can get a Saturn. And we want nothing to do with any of this garbage. 21 bucks to my name. 10, 9, 8, 7. Maybe we just put together a pair of 3s just to get started. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Love that. So now we just need to find that low straight. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Love to find the low straight. So now we have a superposition online for Empress. Okay. I don't mind that one. Sly Joker, pretty much as worthless as Jolly Joker, which I threw to the curb and thought nothing of. Speaking of worthless, how about 2s and 4s? And sure, blessed. And we'll take our $25 with us. So we're missing a 3 and 4, so 10, 9, 8. We're also missing a 7. I do just kind of want to throw away this pair, because I want to get as much superposition value as possible. Again, missing the superposition value. 2, 3, 4, 5 ace. Perfect. Upgrading the runner, getting the superposition. What more could you want? Exactly what we play towards it. 2, 3, 4, 5 ace. Oh yeah. Now we're cooking with pure gasoline. And this always has a Saturn in it. We're gonna pump our brakes though, just so we can keep so we can keep our pool nice and empty. That is insane. Yeah, blue seals, you gotta take them when you can get them. The devil is not bad. Saturn me. Fair enough. And we will take a death. Hopefully we can land the death on this and devil it as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not a superposition, but it did kind of just fall in my lap. You gotta take those when you can get them. So we're missing a 2. We're not really missing a 2. We have one right here. But 2, 3, 4, 5. Not bad. 2, 3, 4, 5. But at the same time, this 10 would look really good as a 2. Yeah, it looked good as a 2. So 2, 3, 4, 5, ace. Really wish I could save the death for that blue seal, but you gotta get the moon when you can get it. Didn't seem worth it, but here we are. So sell here, we have 10, 9, 8, 7, so we're missing a 6. Will a 6 even do it at this point? Probably. So let's play for that. Let's just play for that. Interesting. So we can throw away this ace, this 9, and this 7, and this 8 to find that 6. Not the 7 though. We need the 7 for the 6. Right. Okay. Unfortunate that it is the blue seal one, but we'll need to be a-okay with that. And let's just make sure our 2s are as special as possible. Cool. So the runner is fully souped up, 300 total chips to its name. Superposition might be getting phased out. And 4s and 5s could be Hierophanted, or they could be Magicianed. I'm thinking just Hierophant is good enough for me. Buffoon Pack will come up with a Devious Joker. Yeah, sure. I think Devious Joker is probably better than Superposition at this point. Yeah. Base cards are drawn face down. That is fine by me. So we have 2 steel cards, and we have 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Sure. So we get a ton of chips. Quite a bit of mult. Alright. So we have 3s and aces, which should be enough with Fib. With all these steel cards too, I'm thinking we're probably going to be out of here very soon. 10, 9, 8, 7. So we need a 6. How many 6s we have left? Quite a bit. We have 4 6s remaining. And then we have a blue seal as well hiding out in here. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. No blue seal today. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. No blue seal, sadly enough. Okay, 123 points is not a whole lot. We could go for Supernova instead. We have 23 straights at our disposal, so we're probably going to do that. Interesting. Hex could be decent. So the argument for Hex is I do have a Supernova outside, and Hex, if it hits this, it's a disaster. If it hits anything else, we're doing okay. Nice, okay. Well, we'll take that. Supernova sounds great. Superposition, I've always loved you, actually. You look great as well. Yeah, so that's about what I expected. cool. Some people are calling it luck. Some people are calling it luck, you know. And I think those people can probably just be chalked up as being jealous. Yeah, I think it's a jealousy issue more than anything. Let's get even Steven in here as well. Why not? So we have a 6. We have a 3, a 4, 5, 6. An ace is not really what we want anymore. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6s. I think we can maybe play a pair of 6s. What does this do for me? Let's put this over here. So 3, 4, 5, 6 yet again. Interesting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Amazing. So we have a straight, we have a supernova, we have everything. What does this do for us though? Not a whole lot. 2, 3. Right. 4, 5, 6, 7. Not much 4s left. Do we have any 5s left, really? 2 5s left? So we could look for the 4. Maybe play an ace. Wait, no, we want to play a 10 so we can actually get some molt from even Steven. Right. Right. So 2, 3, 4 is all we need. Maybe an ace too. Interesting. Now some people say I threw with that hex. And those people might be right. A high card 3. Some people also said I was greedy by not discarding the 6. A pair is not great. A high card is not great. So we're just going to run it. Hit me with 50,000 points. New run. Let's act like it didn't happen. The hex didn't happen. A lot of people are saying the hex did not happen. Back into the lion's den. So we need rank. Let's go for a flush. Let's just stick to our roots. Just a flush to get things started. We're going to get it done in 2. And then another little flush right here. And get it done in 2. Let's get an actual good joker to start the... Let's just start it on the right foot. Okay. The rocket ship is technically a joker that we do like to see. 3, 4, 5. And an 8. So we're just missing a 2. Let's just go for flushes. Let's just... Oh no. Oh no, not the anti-1. Anything but the anti-1 loss. Okay. We can recover. We can... Hearts. Hit me with it. Two pair. Gets it done every time. Next round. I actually wasn't expecting to win that one. Uranus. Or the Devious. Will one Devious do? I think so. Yeah, one Devious will do. Operation Live to Tell the Tale. I mean, a full house is also pretty good. Okay, now let's start acting our age. We need 4 of a kind. Shout out Devious for getting it done. What a homie. And now we just keep it rolling. Keep the good times rolling. 10, 9, 8. Missing a 7. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 is a bit of a straight situation. For 680, we have 2, 3, 4, 5. Missing a 6. How many 6s do we have left? 1 6 left. 4 aces. I mean, odds are we get it done. Alright, cool. Alright, 1 more straight. And then we are on our merry way with a whole lot of money. This is what winning looks like. Yep. Welcome to the squad, Riffraff. And diamonds and clubs are online. Sure. Let's go for clubs. Hold on. 3, 4, or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll get a lot of molt from these two, and the straight will do something. Cool. Very nice. So now we can go crazy Joker. How's it going, ITG player? Mail-in rebate instead of these goobers. I mean, really, I have my econ figured out here, so I think we're good. No. No. Can't really condone that. So we will look at 4 fingers. 4 fingers, Devious Joker. How many hearts do we have left? We have quite a bit of hearts left. So we can work on getting rid of clubs and diamonds in terms of heart, or we can just regret everything. So let's sell here, pick up 4 fingers, and Riffraff will take us to the moon. Oh. Oh. Surely we're dead. Come on, man. That's amazing. Restart. Come on. Painful. It's painful. Let's just take the flush that the Balatro gods give us, and then the second flush that we are blessed with clubs. Big oof has been called in the chat, and I agree with that. I agree with the oof statement. Abandon deck, you will be the death of me. Just kidding. We have red card. Early red card is pretty good, but it's also kind of lame. Who needs scaling? 2, 3, 4, 5 ace when you can just win in one hand. You know? Saturn, yep. This will carry us into exactly where we need to be. So we have 8, 7, 6. So we just need to find... Yeah, scaling is cringe. Now you're speaking my language. You are speaking my exact dialect. So a 4 or a 9. Excuse me. So a 5, 6, 7, 8. A 4 or 9 would be just peachy. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Get it done in 2. Thank you, Crazy Joker, for allowing us to win that one. I think it was just the Saturn planet that won us that one, but he was there in spirit. The grabber, I hardly know her. Yep. Gotta grab it. So now we look for... So we have 2, 3, missing a 4. Not really speaking my language there. 8, 7, 6, 5. So we need a 9 or a 10 or a 4 or a whatever. Straight. So we get additional money because we picked the grabber. So it's already kind of paying for itself, not really. The Droll Joker, probably not going to make my specific lineup. We could take the Raised Fist just for the guaranteed scoring. I think I will. So we want to put together a lower scoring straight. So we will do just that. We will do just that. Right. Lower scoring straight. Didn't say it fast enough. That was probably the issue. I just didn't say it fast enough. And here comes a 3. So here comes a 3. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Raised Fist does nothing because I have an additional 2 in my hand. Never didn't have it. Exactly. 8-ball, I've fallen for your tricks before. I've been used and abused by 8-ball. I'm down. Let's do it. Decrease the level of played poker hand. Seems a bit targeted towards what I'm specifically doing, but it's neither here or there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. This will get it done, but we are going to lose that. That one is shiny, though. It does kind of glimmer in a specific way that makes my brain tingle. It is true. It also didn't give me a tarot card, which... kind of offensive. Tempts me every time. 7, 8, 9, 10. Need a 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think this wins on its not own. So we need a 2 or a 6. 2 or 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice. So the abandoned deck does make straights very easy. But I do need something to scale it, actually. Spectral pack. You will give me a tarot card, dang it. If it's the last thing you do, you'll give me a tarot card. Buddy. We're gonna do great things together. So we need a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could also use 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can actually get that value. Fantastic. Give me it. That's I mean, Hangman isn't great with the build I'm currently gunning for, but that will need to be okay. 6, 7, 5, 4, 3 with a steel card at the back. Right. So we have a 2 pair. This is also good with the raised fist. Now, this is what dreams are made of. Hold on. Hold on. Get this garbage out of here. We need... Give me those tarot cards. Where you at? Where... Excuse me. It looked like you forgot something. Devious. Okay, this is not what we call scaling, but it is something. Nine, 8, 7. Pair of 8s. 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay, okay. Okay, high card 8. Give it to me. Just the one time. Just the one time with this guy, and... We need a 6. I know we just destroyed a 6, but we just... Yeah. Yeah, this game's rigged. Yeah, it's rigged. It's feeling a bit on the rig side. The abandoned deck. I heard somebody recently say the abandoned deck was like the hardest deck that they've played against in Gold Stake. I'm like, you're crazy. Abandoned deck, it's a small deck, it's so consistent. How is it hard? I'd like to issue a formal apology to that person. Hold on. Hold the phone. 2 pair. And then a flush of... Get it done in 3. Let's just get it done in 3. Yeah. Magic 8 Ball says no thank you. Right back at you, Magic 8 Ball. Scaling. The scaling man himself. My main man, my muse. Let's go for 4s. Let's go for 4s. Heck yeah. Eating good today, Square Joker. You are eating so good. You are going to... It is hip to be square. Something tells me you guys can do great things together. I think you guys can do some really cool stuff. Hit him with it. I don't think this wins, but it does allow him to scale, and then bang. Scaling out of his mind. Great. This is where dreams come true. You know how I said, welcome back, Madness, you absolute dog. Now, if we can get... Ooh, could you imagine if we got an Onk there? Now that would have been something special. 2 pair. Actually, how many 10s do we have left? We have 3 10s left. Okay, with a small deck, we'll be able to put together a lot of 4-of-a-kinds, I think. So another pair situation. So as long as we're playing 4 cards and discarding 5 cards, there we go. One more 2-of-a-kind. Okay, now we need those 10s. Okay, we still might be able to get there with a 3-of-a-kind. Maybe. Alright, I'll see you in the next one. There was, I mean, you know, you saw the vision. You saw the vision. Maybe I should have taken just kept with the Stencil Joker, and you know what? There's some truth to that, for sure. There's definitely some truth to that. Now let's lock in. We actually mean it this time. We're getting 2 flushes right off the bat. And this is the run. This is Econ. But this could be anything. Pants. It was a pants run the whole time. This is how we beat. Give me those ranks. Pants. This is the strategy now. We have our scaling. We are on the record of saying cringing. Scaling is cringe. Gotta flip that around. Little dyslexia moment for you. But now, scaling is actually cool. Could you imagine 2 pants? Double trousers? Sure. Okay. So where's my beautiful pants value? 6s and 10s. Let's just put together a full house while we can. Trousered. Wily Joker, probably not it. Grabber. Yep, hardly know her. And now we cook. So 9s or 8s, we can put together a full house. Not sure if it wins with this collection of cards, but it's close. Now we put together a 2 pair. Oh, this may be top 5 favorite Jokers in the game. Swashy B or Keep My Money. Easiest Keep My Money angle of my life. And then we look for higher scoring 2 pairs. Keep the 3s around. Let's just discard those 3. And now we can put this ace to work. Throw away the 6. 2 pair angle yet again. Now if we can get some planets going so we can actually upgrade our trousered up hand, that'd be great. Probably just a high card. 7s and 10s will be good enough for another instance of trousers. And then we misprint? Probably. Misprint and walkie-talkie. My Kingdom for an Econ Joker. So no, not throwing away 4s because we do have walkie-talkie. We'll throw away aces and these guys. So the 4s will be going crazy because of walkie-talkie, and maybe misprint will do something. 6 molt. Alright, getting some hands. Delayed gratification is a bad Econ Joker. We might be taking the bad Econ Joker. Yep. Very unfortunate, but I think that is probably the correct play. Let's make sure that we are keeping 10s and 4s available to us. Let's keep those 10s and 4s available to us. And now let's 2-pair to round out the trousers. Nice. Delayed gratification, humongous value. Jolly Joker does work with this situation, so maybe that will allow us to win with less hands, so delayed gratification can be online. Would not mind this 2 being a 4. I mean, I shouldn't play for walkie-talkie. I should honestly play for aces. Yeah. Let's not play for walkie-talkie. Let's try to... Delayed gratification is not a permanent fixture of my lineup. So let's, yet again, get those trousers nice and high and tight. So full house will need to do. And now we are getting delayed gratification value. This is all pretty bad. Start with 0 discards. Yeah, we're probably gonna get out of here. Buy here. And skip. So we can actually get 2 scalars going now. 0 discards. Let's try to get some 10s and 4s. That would look like a combination of 4s. Probably should have played a high card 10 so I can get some money at the end. So I pretty much threw away $2. Temporary blueprint is bad. There, I said it. Skip it. And we're gonna mess around and skip it. Cool. So now we need a full house, I think. Ideally some 10s showed up, but we'll just need to be fine with getting it done in a couple of hands. Still scaling the trousers, so not all bad, but definitely not all good is the issue. So we got 3 instances of trousers being increased. And we're only going to get $2 to our name. How about sell here, buy here, and skip. Okay, well, econ be damned. So we can first start off with a 2-pair. We're really at the throes of misprint at this point. Emperor isn't terrible. So we can go for a full house on 6s and 3s. And then, ooh, this is how we rally. Now we're cooking. We're getting our money up. We're getting our pants up. What more can you want? $7 to my name. Popcorn could be worth it. Are we 10 gamers? Sorry, red card. But red card, you will eat good there. So now we play only one hand. Interesting. So we're going to sell here. Judgment for Marble Joker. Right. Can I get a full house? Does that win? Again, I'm at the throes of misprint. Gotta just right back into it. Orange Stake Abandoned deck might be the death of me. It very well could be the death of me. So let's just double flush it. Just double flush it while we can. And then we club out of here. So what do we need? We need to get better at the game. Good observation. Run it back. My main man square Joker. We are so back. Let's go for a full discard on 6s. Do we have any 8s left? Not really. So let's go for 2 pair. And then we need to go for a full discard yet again. And then we go for a pair of 6s, because we're angling for aces to get it done. Then we go for a pair of 10s. Oh my, the square Joker is eating so good right now. And that's how we do it. Using everything at our disposal to get square Joker up. Right. We'll buy this for now. We'll invest in the Temperance. So we are going to run back the strategy of getting square Joker. Pair. With the small deck, we should be able to put together everything we want. So we have aces. We have 2 aces left. So let's just put together the 2 pair of 9s and 10s. And now we can... Honestly... 3 of a kind aces could be enough. We could also go for a full house of aces to really seal the deal. That should do it with square Joker. Yeah, let's just seal the deal. Make sure that we can get through. We can forego 1 instance of scaling square Joker. Which one do I scale? The runner historically has been very kind to me. But at the same time, I need something a little more. And the Mad Joker will be there. Unfortunately, do need to use the Temperance, but that will need to be fine. So let's prioritize scaling him still. This will win me the round flat out. So I am going to honestly just rely on scaling at this current point. Okay, so now he is scaled up a little bit more, and now the Mad Joker will bring us over the top. Cool, cool. $1 to my name still. Honestly, wouldn't mind adding this to my lineup, which is pretty sad. Okay, so now we probably still win with just a 2 of a kind or a 2 pair. That's a little easier to select. Still scaling. And a high card will get us there, and now a 2-pair will likely get us over the finish line. Just barely. Just barely. $5 to our name and a banana. Nice. So we, yet again, are scaling. And might as well throw this out because it looks like just a high card is getting us there. Not extinct quite yet. DNA is a joker I typically like, but not for winning, just for having fun. And unfortunately, we're not in the have fun business right now. We are in the please let me win business. So a high card definitely does not win. And this high card also doesn't win. But a third high card would win, so we might as well just see where we stack up at this current point in time. Cool. Don't really mind Gros Michel piecing out, because I do think we can just put together some pairs to get it done. No reason to keep the 4. Let's put together aces and 2s, I suppose. So we just need 2 of those to get it done. And I think this will get it done with the Square Joker edition. We should be good. Mad Joker being debuffed is problematic. Square Joker and the pants. Must play 5 cards. Right. Right. Okay. We'll see what this does for us. So it looks like we'll get it done in 2, fortunately. So we'll discard one more time. And no reason to play that because this is just better. Okay, getting it done in 2 hands is not terrible. We have 2 scalers, which makes me pretty happy. Celestial Pack is kind of tempting, but at the same time, not really. So we can discard these 2s. Aces and 10s. Cool. Keep the scaling rolling. We can get it done definitely in 3 hands. So 3 instances of scaling both of my jokers is not bad at all. 4s and 5s. Okay, so this popcorn is whittling down. So we're scaling these, but this is like anti-scaling. The hack is bad. We could Golden Joker. Kind of pays for itself over time. And we could Celestial Pack for hopefully Earth. Sure. 6s and 5s, sure. Okay, so that is not a whole lot of scaling. Discard one more time for 7s and aces. And now we can put some 9s and 8s together. Great, great. So this is descaling at a different rate than the trousers. The trousers are actually winning the scaling battle. And along with the Square Joker, we're kind of up. In a way. The Scholar is bad. Oh boy, base chips and molt are half. That's really irrelevant. We don't have much going on with their base molt. Really, all of our molt is in here. Unfortunately, no scaling there. We could try for the Scholar. Could come up. 6s and 2s. Yet again, scaling out of our minds. 9s and 10s. Have 2 3s here ready to rock and roll. 5s and 3s. Sure. And then we have aces and 7s ready to go. So aces will bring us over the top. Great. So our money is fleeting, our scaling is fleeting, and our shops are trash. I don't know what I was expecting. Okay, so now we are in garbage time. Welcome to garbage time. Yep, 5s and 2s will need to be okay enough. A fantastic 2-pair. And another 2-pair to boot. Okay, so we are making some money from Golden Joker, so we're not coming out of here with no money, but pretty much no money. Even Steven. A temporary even Steven. Space Joker's kind of tempting, but not really. But is Space Joker better? Could be. We need 37,500. I think at this point we are on Operation Gambling. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is not a thing we can comfortably do. So we can at least do this 2-pair. So we're still just trying to scale. Huge Space Joker. Okay. Honestly, that was massive. We needed that like no other. 9s and 4s. Hold on. I have a glimmer in my eye because of Space Joker. We still might be good. So we are going to play a pair and hope that we are good, because we do have some base. Okay. All right. We might be taking Mystic Summit. I'm not saying it's good. Nobody is saying this card is good. Popcorn, welcome back. You know, sometimes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's no world where that's responsible to do. Scaling. Leveling. Huge. Discarding. Okay. This might be our last chance to level up our scalers before we need to... I might be the luckiest person to ever do it. Golden Joker should have been sold. Even Steven. Even Steven, you say. Hermit for 10 bucks. Even Steven might be the way out of here. Sure. Eternal Even Steven. Not really where I saw myself going, but no repeat hand types this round. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. 10 and 5. So we need to... Space Joker, you absolute animal. You treat me way too well. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if Spaceman just went for it again? I can. Hit me with it. Square Joker going absolutely crazy right now. And I need money. Right. So now that we have Even Steven in our lineup, 9s are trash, 10s are insane. Agreed. And do I open up this Jumbo Celestial pack? I think the answer is no. Insane opener. 4 even cards. And then we have some lower scoring even cards. Great. Not even cards right here, but Space Joker is, yet again, treating me the best it ever can. 9s and 4s. 1 discard, 1 hand remaining. Okay, let's consult the deck. So 1, 2, 2 3s, 1 6. A couple 10s remaining. So 10s and aces remaining. Let's go for those. 10s and aces it is. Okay, so the popcorn is looking pretty mediocre at this point. A temporary seltzer. With Even Steven, that is better than popcorn. So I will ultimately take it. And then I guess I'll do the Arcana pack. For magician value. Yeah. Okay, the eye is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so a straight is fine. Space Joker. Thank you, Space Joker. Everybody say thank you, Space Joker. A high card that also gets rid of cards for a potential... This is better than a high card. This is a better high card, rather, because of Even Steven. Or I could just discard and try to find my remaining 10s. Or I can just ship out a 2-pair, increase the ranking while I still can. A full house is pretty good, especially with this lucky card. Also gets the trousers up. Nice. Nice little bit of molt on the way out. So we could go for a 3 of a kind, could go for a 2 of a kind. Can't go for a 2 pair, unfortunately, but these are even cards, so that is probably what we're going to do. With 3 of a kind still on the table, though, let's see if we can find another 6. We cannot. So we will just settle for a 2 pair. Also increasing squared joker yet again. Spaceman. Being the biggest homie on the way out. Okay. So we need a miracle. We need a bit of a miracle to happen. So that could look like selling this and keeping our money for next go around. And I think that is probably what we're gonna do. So let's discard here, discard here, and now we have 2 pair yet again with the Seltzer active and even Steven. Okay. Seltzer active. Not going to be as impressive this time because even Steven sees none of this value. I think we're just throwing 10s away. For a high card, getting Square Joker a little bit more up to speed. And now we can get these 2s up and going, yet again, scaling. Okay, 125,000. Clubs. I think we're rolling. We could also just Gluttonous Joker and try to make that be enough. So we need 165,000. We also only have 2 more goes with Seltzer. Alright. That might have bailed us out. There's a good chance that bailed us out. Let's keep the 2 down, get the 7 up so we can get more even Steven going. Okay. So we may have just been bailed out by a bowl of ramen. Yeah, I'm thinking the ramen may have just saved our lives. Because it's effectively another spare trousers and even Steven. To-do list or swashbuckler? To-do list is just swashbuckler. But with maybe monetary value. So we will take that every day of the week. It's on full house right now, but that's fine. First hand is drawn face down. I can't afford actually to discard because my hand is so reliant on ramen. So this might actually be a 2 pair. Nice. Cool. And then this might also be a 2 pair. 20 bucks to my name at the very end. Okay, we have somehow made it to ante 8 with this specific lineup. Not bad. Not bad. So we unfortunately do need to get rid of that. We'll pick up the banana and sigh in relief. Okay, all cards are debuffed until one Joker is sold. I think... Now, I've gotten cocky before, but I think we may have just won the video game. Ugh. And this is just orange steak. Okay, well, you know, everybody's journey looks a little different. That's what I say. Magician on my even cards because even Steven is still in my lineup. Clearance sale. I'm kind of just coasting until the very end. Yep. Get that pair going. Upgrade the boys. And then we upgrade the boys. Fantastic. If this Cavendish breaks, I'll just say the Balatro gods had it out for me. Sure. Clearance sale on the way out. Next round. Verdant Leaf will try its darndest to keep me down. But I think its efforts will fall on deaf ears. Because we have all of our scorings and our jokers. Our cards are doing nothing for us at this point. And we'll close it out with a little bit of a pair situation. Oh, thank goodness. I am not looking forward to Gold Stake on that deck. But we don't need to think about that for today. And we also don't need to think about Endless. I'm good on that one. we are A-okay with Endless being in the rear view mirror. Oh, brutal. Brutal. And with that, 2 decks down, only a few more to go. So we have Abandoned deck done today. I believe the Magic deck was also done today. So we have Checkered, Zodiac, Painted, Anaglyph, and Erratic, as well as Green to go with Orange Stake. But that'll be for a different day. Because 2.5 hours, or 2 hours and 47 minutes of just getting my ass absolutely handed back to me, I think I'm good. With that being said, if you haven't subscribed already, would greatly appreciate it. If you haven't liked the stream, I'm sure it does something to somebody, maybe even me. Would be nice. But that's all I got for today. Thank you for hanging out. I think this might be my last stream for a minute. But in case I don't see you, I mean, I'm not going to see you like at midnight. So Happy New Year. Hopefully 2026 is a banger for you. And I will catch you on the next one. See ya.